Hey guys, so the pairing of this assignment with Workshop 4 is very similar to what we did earlier in the semester when we had Workshop 1 and then you had a document that you prepared for it. This is your digital essay brainstorming draft, and it really is just an attempt at coming up with like a big vision for the writing situation, for your purpose, your audience, and any other ideas you have about what you want to put in there, an outline, your sort of big picture thinking and planning. So you're going to go ahead and set up that Google Doc digital essay in your major assignments folder. Again, we'll do our preliminary work like in Google Docs, and then we'll move it over to Wix to design kind of partway through the drafting process. We're going to start kind of coming up with a detailed outline. This should not look like the previous brainstorming that you did where you were writing about what you wanted to put in your document. This is not about what you want to include. This is you like beginning to draft, like beginning to put stuff down for your essay. So I've given you just a list of ideas for content you can add during this stage to use if you get stuck coming up with that detailed outline. So part of this is figuring out what works for you in terms of planning. So this is sort of like the sky's the limit in terms of how you want to set this up and where you want to start. I've just given you some ideas. So you could think about where you want to put your thesis statement or that guiding question. Whether you want it to go in the beginning, middle, or end, you can start working on those sections if you want to. Ideas for sections for the body of the essay, you can go ahead and put in like sections you know will be there. Maybe come up with a title if you think you are at that place. You can start working on a section that kind of works for you. You can add in or start drafting personal experience or connections if you have them and you want to share them in your essay, because that adds pathos. That also adds ethos. You can start working on some necessary background information, but remember, don't overdo it because you have to think about what your target audience knows. So you need a target audience, specific characteristics of an audience that you want to most reach. Not that you can't reach everyone or a broader audience, but you need someone to focus on. So you want to think about what that group of people knows about this issue. You don't want to overload them. So even your background should have a point. There should be reasons why that information is there. A lot of background sections are about proving that a problem is real and that it's happening and kind of setting the stage for the rest of the essay. You can begin with the intro if you're good at that. If that's where you want to put your thesis statement, you can, kind of work on that. I'm not. I write them last. I'm better. I could write the conclusion before I could write the intro, but that's just me. I've had a lot of students really seem to be good at starting with their intro and getting those ideas down, and that intro being able to guide the rest of the paper. If you want to free write, you can do that. A lot of this really is about you taking your first stab at getting some ideas and some drafting down on paper, getting a little planning and getting it down in a way that kind of works for you. So it's very open. You're going to bring this draft to Workshop 4. And I'll open that up in a second. We're workshopping ideas here, just like before. Ideas for this essay. And the idea is for everyone to leave the workshop with a big vision for their essay, with kind of a plan or an outline, knowing what their point is going to be, who their audience is going to be, and having some solid ideas for where to go with their essay. Everyone's final draft is due Wednesday, November 10th after the workshops have ended. So workshops end on the 9th. Again, if you struggle with the assignment, come to the workshop anyway. You'll need to sign up let me make this window just a little bit bigger. I'll move this over. You'll need to sign up for a workshop. I have workshops that are during class on Monday the 8th. And then I have some on Thursday the 4th, and then again those on Monday the 8th, and then Tuesday the 9th. There aren't a lot of slots because I'm not capping how many people can come to the workshop. If the time works for you, go ahead and put your name in it because and reschedule if you need to. Not overdoing the rescheduling, and let me know if you're going to reschedule, so it's not madness and chaos, but and so I know how many people roughly are actually going to attend a workshop. But if 10 people want to come to this workshop, that's cool because I will put you into breakout rooms. We're doing these in our regular classroom at our regular time. These slots are for people who come to class at this time. If you want to do your workshop during this class period, then come to class that day and we'll do groups, and I'll be kind of more involved in the groups. This is one of those workshops where I would like to be more involved with your groups. It's not just for you to peer workshop with each other. It's also for me to be involved and for me to help you come up with a plan for your essay. So go ahead and sign up. And then that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, peace.